Hi everyone, it's the beginning of day 5 of our big road trip up to the Upper Peninsula, Michigan, down Michigan, over to Niagara Falls, and back home. No footage from yesterday because from a Tesla perspective it was very uneventful because we were on Mackinac Island and they don't allow any vehicles on Mackinac Island, and the car pretty much sat all day. So where are we headed now? We are headed south. We're going to end up in Cadillac, Michigan after seeing some dunes for the day. We started out the day at 74% state of charge, and we will be stopping at our next supercharger in Traverse City, Michigan, and we'll check in there with all the details and an update. Everyone, it's been a morning so far and the car is going absolutely nuts. So far this trip, autopilot full self-driving has worked mostly okay, but we were, I don't know, less than an hour into our drive this morning, full self-driving, and all of a sudden it just yelled at me to take over, and it said that full self-driving was disabled because of system error. And it required us to pull over and put it in park before it reset itself. And since then, it's been just kind of doing crazy things, like it's forgotten how to drive. It's been hesitating really badly. It's tried to drive off the road. And then I switched it over to a profile where full self-driving beta wasn't enabled. It was just the regular autopilot full self-driving. And then it freaked out again and it said it was disabled again due to system error. So I don't know what's going on, but when we get to the supercharger, I'm going to have to try and figure it out, if it is possible to figure it out. It might also just be in a mood, I don't know. Check in later. All right, we made it to Traverse City. I had to drive a good chunk of the way here manually because autopilot was just nuts and finally locking myself out, and the only way to get it back was to put it in park. Didn't want to pull over. This last leg is 113 miles, 239 watt hours per mile. That is fantastic. It's because it is also 86 degrees outside, and we were going relatively slow, under 60 miles an hour, which always helps. 913 miles total for the trip. We're going to go ahead and get plugged in. We don't have to be here very long, but we're going to go use the restroom and pick up some supplies at the grocery store here, and it's likely that we're probably going to have more charge than we need when we get back, but that's okay. So we'll check in when we are done. We're sitting here at 38% state of charge. We'll see what we have when we leave. All right, we made our run into the grocery store and it took a little longer than expected, and of course the car is waiting on us. We are sitting here with 85% charge, way more than enough that we need to get to where we need to go. So let's unplug and see where we're headed. All right, we're sitting here in Traverse City. We're going to be making our way over here into the Sleeping Bear Dunes area, and then eventually coming down here and gonna stop for the night in Cadillac, Michigan. So we're all charged up, we're ready to go. Let's hit the road. Little added bonus here at the sand dunes. We got to the visitor center and there is a charge point charging station, free of charge. J1772 adapter connection. We're getting 6 kilowatts pulled in with 75%. We weren't here very long, but we thought we'd take advantage of what we could and just get a little bit of charge. All right, we are in Cadillac, Michigan after a long day at Sleeping Bear National Park in the upper west side of Michigan. A beautiful place, check it out if you can. But this car today has been annoying because it has gotten the auto steering feature, whether it be an autopilot or FSD beta, or navigate on autopilot, it just shuts off, and it'll just say it's not available. And I can't figure out why. Once you put it in park, and it seems to kind of come back to life again. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit of Google searching and try and figure out if there's a problem with my car. Hopefully there's not a problem with my car, because we still have a fair amount of road ahead of us on this trip. So where are we at so far? Well, I charged really briefly at that welcome center up in the national park, and that reset my numbers. But since then, I was doing 101 miles and averaged 279 watt hours per mile. We were in and out all over the place, running the climate controls, getting ready for it's hot out today. We wanted to run it, so it wasn't using my car very efficiently. But overall, 101 miles, 279. We're sitting at 1,039 miles and averaging 270, so that's good. So if we could figure out this autopilot mess, then we're going to be good to go. Well, I'm heading over to the restaurant, which is across the street, and I did a rookie move. I put in the address to the restaurant first, not realizing that the supercharger was right across the street. So I didn't precondition, and even though it is 80 degrees outside, I plug in, and the most that I can get into the car right now is 71 kilowatts, and I get the indication on my app that I am preconditioning, which is what happens. So need to do a little bit better job of making sure that I give my car a little bit extra time to precondition, but other than that, I should be okay, because we're sitting here and we're going to be eating dinner for the next 30-40 minutes, so it probably won't matter. So check in later. All right, we are about done charging. We're at 87%. Got done eating dinner. It did finally get up to about 78 kilowatts charging. Not great. Again, rookie mistake for not putting this in as a destination and giving it a chance to precondition. Precondition matters. Here's the plan for tomorrow. Tomorrow is a big driving day. We're going to be starting here in Cadillac, Michigan, which is in the upper part of Michigan. We're going to be making our way down toward Detroit. We're going to cut across into Canada. We're going to be taking the Tesla into Canada, across the top of Canada into the Niagara Falls area. So the first leg of the trip that we're going to take is from the hotel, which we're staying at right now, to a meetup with a friend in outside the Detroit area, and then we're going to make our way over to the Canadian border, which is all we have plugged in right now. So right now it's looking like if we leave the supercharger here at 90%, I don't want to charge over 90, because I don't want it to sit overnight at the hotel more than 90. And then we hit the road and pretty much get to where we need to go, and trust the navigation, trust the computer, and hopefully the auto steer thing won't freak out again. So I did try, for those of you that are going to mention it in the comments, I did try a reboot so far. I have not tried a hard reboot by holding down the brake. May have to do that. But for now, we're just going to kind of see how it goes, and we'll check in the morning before we head out and get going on day 7.